Welcome to SmartStart. In the next few minutes, we'll unpack the biggest AI breakthroughs, the hottest new gadgets, massive market moves, and the latest legal battles that could reshape tech. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss what's changing the world right now. Adobe has unveiled Firefly AI Assistant, a voice-driven helper that can run multi-step edits across Photoshop, Premiere, Lightroom, and the rest of Creative Cloud with natural language commands. Meanwhile, ChatGPT is set to absorb the Hero Finance personal finance startup after an acqui-hire. The Hero product will be sunset. OpenAI rolled out an upgraded Agents SDK that adds a more secure sandbox for AI agents. At the same time, investors are questioning OpenAI's $852 billion valuation after rival Anthropic reported a jump from $9 billion to $30 billion in Q1 revenue. Jack Clark, co-founder of Anthropic, confirmed he reported the high-risk Mythos model to the Trump administration for extra security. And in a dramatic rebrand, footwear company Allbirds has become NewBird AI, shifting its focus to AI compute infrastructure, GPU as a service. The stock surged more than six-fold after a $50 million raise. A wave of AI-focused startups announced fresh funding this week. FluidStack is building AI data centers and secured $1 billion. Guitar raised $9 million to power code review agents. Gizmo reached 13 million users and added $22 million. HighTouch hit $100 million ARR for its marketing AI platform. Parasail closed $32 million for AI inference services. Google is busy too. Chrome Skills lets desktop users save Gemini prompts as commands for instant reuse. Google Search Windows, a new desktop search overlay, Alt plus space, that blends web, local files, Drive, and an AI mode. In India, Gemini Personal Intelligence launched, offering personalized answers from Gmail and Photos for Pro and Ultra subscribers. The upcoming Google I/O 2026, May 19th, Mountain View, will spotlight AI, Android 17, a merged Chrome OS Android, Aluminium OS, and Android XR. Flagship phones are back. Vivo X300 Ultra ships with three Zeiss prime lenses, 85mm, 35mm, 14mm, a 200MP sensor, and 4K 120fps 10-bit log video, powered by Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Huawei Pura 90 is set to launch in China on April 20th, featuring a vibrant gradient finish. Amazon refreshed its streaming line. The Fire TV Stick HD is now 30% thinner, USB-C powered, supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3, retailing at $35 starting April 29. The Ember Artline TV offers a budget-friendly QLED 4K panel with an AI-driven art mode, shipping from April 22. Sony's Bravia line removed channel logos and thumbnail images on 2023 to 2025 models, simplifying the on-screen experience. In the connected home space, Traeger Westwood launches a $700 pellet grill controllable via app. Rectique X Fire Pro 800V5 combines pellet grilling with high heat searing. IKEA Varmblixt introduces a donut-shaped smart lamp, matter over thread compatible, for $100. The Nothing Warp app entered beta, enabling seamless file sharing between Android and desktop platforms through Google Drive. Microsoft announced the end of life for the Surface Hub 3 line and canceled the planned Surface Hub 4, marking a shift away from large format collaborative screens. Samsung raised prices on the Galaxy Z Flip 7, S25 FE, S25 Edge, and Tab S11 up to $80 extra for top storage. It also unveiled a 55-inch micro RGB TV, model R85H, at $1,600. Sony released the InZone M10 S2 OLED monitor, 1440p, 540, 720Hz, DP2.1A for $1,099, and the InZone H6 Air open-back headphones at $199. A leak suggests DJI's Osmo Pocket 4 Pro will sport dual lenses, ultra-wide and telephoto, 107GB storage and 4K 240fps video, slated for a May-June launch. And Bernick previewed the RG Rotate, a square handheld console with a swivel screen and no analog stick, reminiscent of classic Game Boy designs. Ecovacs introduced the D-Bot X12 Omnicyclone, a $1,499 robot that detects and cleans stains with a water jet. GoPro announced Mission 1, a 1-inch 50MP sensor capable of 8K 60p video and interchangeable lenses via Pro IS mount. Lucid Motors named Silvio Napoli as its new CEO. Uber poured an additional $200 million and ordered 25,000 robotaxi units. Tesla rolled out a new self-driving app that lets users enable full self-driving with a single tap and shows a streak counter for consecutive days of use. Waymo began public road trials in London using 100 Jaguar I-Pace vehicles. Uber and Nuro are piloting a premium robotaxi service in San Francisco using Lucid Gravity electric sedans. Social media giant Snap trimmed 16% of its workforce, about 1,000 jobs, to refocus on AI and profitability, saving an estimated $500 million annually. In antitrust news, a jury found Ticketmaster to be an illegal monopoly in the event ticket market, opening the door to a possible breakup. The FTC has ordered major ad agencies to drop brand safety rules that shield platforms like X from liability. Meanwhile, the FCC granted Netgear exclusive rights as the sole consumer router provider in the United States through October 1, 2027. Excel added $5 billion to its Leaders Fund. Caterpillar completed the acquisition of autonomous tractor startup Monarch Tractor after the latter lost its manufacturing partner. Airwallex launched a POS system to challenge Stripe in in-store payments. Wave secured $60 million from AMD, ARM, and Qualcomm to accelerate its self-driving technology. Amazon bought satellite operator Globalstar for $11.57 billion, expanding its LEO satellite broadband to compete with Starlink. Prime members can now subscribe to a combined Prime Video Plus, Apple TV++ Peacock bundle for $19.99 per month. Instacart acquired Colombian delivery startup Instaleap to accelerate its international expansion. Pillar raised $20 million in a seed round led by a 16Z, aiming to build the next generation of AI-driven tools. Energy startup Inertia announced a partnership with Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory to commercialize laser-driven nuclear fusion, marking a potential milestone for clean energy tech. Spotify now lets US and UK users purchase physical books and introduced audiobook recaps. HBO Max launched in India via an exclusive deal with JioHotstar, priced at 49 INR per month. Pew Research reports that while most US teens don't view TikTok, Instagram, or Snapchat as a mental health threat, they do say these platforms disrupt sleep. Apple approved xAI's Grok to stay on the App Store after the company pledged tighter deepfake detection. Meanwhile, Motorola filed lawsuits in India against several social platforms alleging defamation of its products, raising free speech concerns. A researcher released Total Recall Reloaded, a tool that can extract data from Windows Recall, sparking fresh security worries. Sweden disclosed a thwarted Russian hack aimed at a 2025 nuclear power plant. The U.S. Senate is set to vote on reinstating a free-of-charge online tax filing service, IRS Direct File. The NAACP sued xAI over methane turbine emissions at the Colossus 2 data center. Adobe patched a critical CVE 2026 XXF vulnerability in Acrobat/Reader that could have allowed malware installation on opening a malicious PDF. Google search demoted sites that employ back button hijacking techniques to keep users on their pages. The Electronic Frontier Foundation has called on Google to explain why user data was shared with ICE without clear notice. Finally, a widespread backdoor was discovered in dozens of WordPress plugins after the parent company was acquired, affecting thousands of sites worldwide. That's your complete 24-hour Tech Pulse AI breakthroughs, fresh hardware, market shakeups, and the policy battles shaping tomorrow. If you found this roundup useful, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a SmartStart briefing. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What story will have the biggest impact on you?